Good morning. Uh, Yesterday was a tough enough day for me because, as Van Morrison said, there'll be days like this. My mum has said there'll be days like this. We all get the tough days. But yesterday I had to sit down and ask myself, what's causing the disturbance? And I wrote down, said, why have I no fucking energy to go to the fucking gym? I should be going to the fucking gym. You know what I mean? I should be going to the gym. I paid membership in the gym. I should be in the gym. I can't understand why I have absolutely no motivation to go to the gym. And then the universe replied, well, it's the same as the American girl said to me the other day. As her grandfather actually said, force nothing. Force nothing. Or force nothing. She puts it. But that's very good advice. Force nothing. Force nothing. I'm like the university to me, you're like a rotisserie chicken in the bed. You're up at 5 o'clock, you're thinking all day, and that draws big energy. Then you're drinking coffee to overcompensate for the tiredness, which brings you into which only worsens everything. So basically, I'm a little bit sick, so I'm completely run down. It also said to buy my own fags and not to be in a codependent and not be dependent on anybody else. If I want to smoke, buy my own fags. And that's a fucking paradox because I was always fiercely dependent. I was always fiercely dependent. And this is what caused a lot of girls in particular insecurities because I was always fiercely dependent, and absolutely no interest in being in a codependent relationship because, when your world shatters, if that dependency is taken away, doesn't it? But I was always, this is in my nature, I was always fierce dependent. But then the universe comes along and starts putting me in situations where I fucking depend on others. And to show me that I need others, but it put me in situations that I need others. Not that I fucking expect anything of anybody, I don't. But you're just grateful if somebody gives you a fucking dinner, or if somebody gives you a fucking, if you have no food and someone gives you a fucking dinner. And that's all grand, but it also showed me that people, when they see you in a vulnerable situation, exploit this and try to control you and try to dominate you and have to continuously mitigate this as well. And this took an awful lot of work. But an awful lot of seeing things as they are, and not as you think you are, how you'd like them to be. You have to sit down and break down every fucking thing. And this is conceptualizing your conceptual experiences, contemplating your conceptual experiences, and just trying to see things as is, not to carry on the delusion that is the matrix. You know what I mean? This matrix that's comprised of a complete delusion, of a complete delusion, and you look to continuously support this delusion and accept this delusion. I swear to Jesus, if I hear the word acceptance once more time, I'm going to break someone's face. Honestly, I fucking am. Honestly, I fucking am because this acceptance, that must be the greatest load of cock. This acceptance. Because that will make you fucking more miserable. I'll tell you that, this acceptance. I could have sat down yesterday and said, accept the fact that I have no motivation to go to the gym. No, I didn't. I broke it down. I want to understand. Why? And now I have the answers. I went to bed at 7 o'clock last night, I had a good rest. And maybe I'll go today, maybe I won't go today, but as she says, I'll force nothing. And enforcing nothing, I'll tell you, the worst thing you could do is come along and listen to everybody telling you how to live, how to act, what you should be doing with your life, what you shouldn't be doing with your life. This is your fucking choice. Your choice. And I won't tell you how to live or anything else. I don't give two fucks how you live, to be honest with you. I really fucking don't. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck what you like. I don't give a fuck for you at all. As Coco Chanel says, I don't care what you think about me. I don't think about you at all. And I don't. I just get up every morning and do my fucking work. But the paradox is that they're my friends and they are you. Because you don't even exist. But you can work it out for yourselves. So I do my duty to nature. That's the only thing that concerns me, is my duty to nature. Hence I do these videos. I'm not like the woman that fucking messaged me this morning telling me I have a free scholarship. I have a free scholarship. Same woman that we're now up from with this stupid business model. It's a stupid business model. And it must be 20, 30, 40 year old. It's as old as the internet. the €10 product, and then they're fucking up to the once you have the email address. Well, now onto the €156 product. It's a free scholarship to a course as long as I give me credit card details. Look at the first module, and then fucking pay €156 for a stupid bullshit where she's telling me how fear of missing out. I now have fear of missing out, and I feel my wheels are spinning, and I feel I should be somewhere, and I feel like I'm all my hard work and everything is not being rewarded and everything else. I never read. I have to say, thank God I've no insecurities or no fucking issues that way, because she would be praying at them. I can tell you that. And maybe it would work if I had €156. I've 10 left. For the rest of the week, but I've pasta and I've rice and I couldn't give two fucks. I'm very happy. I have coffee. That's the main thing. But let's start anyway, right? Just for those of you, because Kane was saying yesterday about listening. I'll tell you the truth, I don't listen too much because I couldn't really give a fuck for people's bullshit. I'll listen if you have something interesting to say. Like the man with the physics now was interested in what he had to say. So as I said to him, tell me about physics, because I was interested in what he had to say. But see, the people I call world maps, I have absolutely no interest in listening to their shite. Or somebody who goes to for example, there was a girl here the other night, the same girl that was talking about the rape and that. That same girl, I listened intently to what she had to say, because there was some profound insights in it, to be honest with you, which I'm not finished processing yet, because not only do I listen, but I listen so intently that and the same with the American girl, because she gave me a few as well, let me tell you. Because she gave me, we had a bit of a smoke and chat. And she gave me a few insights, and one of those insights that I had to deal with yesterday was she more or less in a roundabout way asked me how I contemplate the consequences for the content of my videos, that there could be a backlash off them, but she didn't put it like that. But this is for me to unravel the ambiguities of it. And yesterday I said to myself, yes, this is very possible. Yes, there could very possibly be a backlash from the content of my videos. And then I said to myself, do I care? Do I fear this? And I said, no, I absolutely fucking don't fear this at all, not in the least bit. Because somebody has to be brave enough to tell the truth. And the big problem is that first of all, nobody wants to know the truth, or to say, can you handle the truth? Can you handle the truth? Well, let's see. Right. When I was in Turkey, one time, I was sleeping on a carpet on a rug on a carpet shop floor, and the mosquitoes used to eat me alive. They used to bite me, and I accepted this. And I accepted this not because acceptance. I accepted this because of an understanding of nature. I said all nature cannibalizes itself. I eat meat, and if it's okay for me to eat meat, it's okay for them to eat me. This is life. It's like the oxyboros. This is life. They get to eat me. I get to eat plants. I get to eat animals. All nature cannibalizes itself, and this is just mosquitoes doing what mosquitoes do. This is how they live. They feed on animals like me. And then I rolled out this sheepskin robe that I found at the back. And by Jesus, I thought the mosquitoes would eat me. The whole fucking thing. It took me about 3 days to realise the whole thing was full of fucking bed bugs. One of them bit me on the fucking arm underneath the watch. I told you that before anyway. But by Jesus was I savaged. At one stage, the mosquitoes bit me so badly, they bit on my face. They bit my face in several places. And I never asked anything from the universe. I never said, why am I in this situation? I did say I didn't sign up for this, but I didn't say, oh, can I have a bed? Can I have money? Can I have different? I don't pray, because for me that's begging. And I don't beg, I take, but I don't beg. Well, that's something I was going to say to you this morning, but if you want to move mountains, if you want God to move mountains, pick up a shovel. It's that simple. If you want God to move mountains, pick up a shovel. But that was to tell you, that was in relation to something else, but I'm going to come back on this. I'm going to tell you first about the mosquitoes biting my face. And I only ever asked for one thing. I looked in the mirror and I said, I'll only ask you for one thing, that you stop biting my face. I said, I'm starting to look like a leper. And from that day on, the mosquitoes, even though I lay on a beach in France where they absolutely, Jesus, like it was just like they were like piranhas. They just peeled me. I was like the Elephant Man. But that was on a beach in Carpial, south of France. But they just fleeced me on the beach. They must have came in off the water, but they fleeced me on the beach. But they never bit my face. And from that day on, the mosquitoes never bit my face. And I was going to tell that story the other day, because then when I walked downtown later on, after saying like that they were fleecing my face, I walked downtown later on and I saw, I presume it was a woman, but her face was all covered in lumps, and it was like she had cerebral palsy. It was hanging down here, and she had lumps all over her face, and it was more or less like there was no words said, but it was more or less I got the message. You know what I mean? How bad you fucking are. You know what I mean? How bad you fucking are. But in saying that, I was grateful that they never bit my face from that day on. So anyway, I was going to tell that story the other day, and then I saw a girl in the gym with acne, and I was walking out that evening. I just said to the universe, I'm not telling that story. And the universe replied to me, they have to face every insecurity. Just sweeping it under a blanket and not facing it and not addressing it. This is what's causing their misery. They're not actually changing their perception in relation to these things. Same as me in the face. Yes, we could say the same. I'm not my hair, I'm not my body. And believe me, I've faced loads of them. Believe me, I am not exempt from this. Believe me when I tell you I've faced loads of them. I'm not exempt from this. Loads of them. Not just to face, loads of them. And they were shoved right up my fucking arse. But anyway, and then anyway, I'm going to run out of time, so I'm going to move on with this. So basically, you have to face every insecurity and you have to deal with it, but you can always mask over it. Now, I was going to say this because then I was thinking about this, because I've had about 3 days of heavy introspection and they're being tough. But just say you're I say society doesn't want to take any responsibility for their part in things at all. They just want to look completely past themselves. But for example, I was talking about the exploitation of the security, of the bouncers and the security workers. And I was saying giving them £9 an hour to put them in a dangerous situation where they could easily end up as a new Scarface. And this is a very realistic threat. Because this is part and power. There's people drinking, aggressive people drinking, and all the rest. So if you do rush into a situation with no sufficient training, no de-escalation techniques, no escalation techniques, no fuck all, just a stupid fucking license organised by the state, given to you by the state in order to exploit you for their own selfish interest, and you do rush into a bottle situation where somebody has been glassed with a bottle, a fight has broke out and someone's been glassed with a bottle, and you do rush in, and it turns out that you an individuality that you end up being the new Scarface. Somebody marks all your face with a bottle, puts you a scar from here to here with a bottle. Now, what happens now if you decide to say, oh, at least you're going to get compensation? Well, what happens if you get granted compensation for this? They say that we are responsible, we accept, we are fully responsible, and we give you a big amount of money to compensate for your injury. Have they even any fucking idea how much of an injury this is? Well, if I was worried about a few fucking mosquito bites, what the fuck would how would it affect my mental health if I'm scarred from here to here? How would that affect my mental health? I think fairly fucking severe. If a few mosquito bites was bothering me, I think a fucking scar from here to here, or even fucking a scar across here, is going to fucking cause me quite a disturbance. And then what if I'm given a big amount of money to compensate for this disturbance, and now they accept full responsibility? So what am I now? I'm a fucking victim, taking absolutely no responsibility for my own actions. I'm not taking any responsibility for my own actions. It's their fucking fault. They admitted it, and they gave me money to to reinforce this idea that I'm a victim. And what if they don't give me a big amount of money? What if they just decide to be even more selfish and greedy and give me some fuck off money? Some fuck off money, a small amount of money. What the fuck is this going to do for my mental health? Now I'm going to have the very same as the second arrow effect as that girl was talking about the other night. I now feel like a complete fucking idiot. A complete fucking idiot with my face all scarred. How will that make me feel? But nobody fucking asks these hypothetical questions in relation to themselves because nobody wants to know the truth. Bye.